Here's how to do Uttanasana, a standing forward fold. So to begin, your feet are going to be parallel, hip-width apart. And coming into this from standing, from here you're going to hinge at the hips. So as you enter forward fold, you want to hinge at the hips and not just round into the back. So this is called the anterior pelvic tilt. Tilting the pelvis forwards, folding down, and then resting the hands on the floor. So here I'm rooting down through the feet, lengthening, stretching the backs of the legs, and still doing that anterior pelvic tilt, which in this position will send the tailbone up towards the sky. You could keep a little bend in the knees if your hamstrings are really tight. And what I like to do in forward folds is to bring the backs of my hands to the floor. That's a nice little way to sneak in some wrist relief, to stretch the wrist out. Crown of the head is going to lengthen down towards the floor, so creating space in the back of the neck, gazing backwards. And with forward folds, it also helps to do Uttanasana. So in this position, it might feel like your stomach's trying to swallow your waistband. So that'll create more space here to fold deeper into the pose, bringing the head towards the shins. They don't have to touch though. You just go as far as you comfortably can into the pose. You shouldn't feel any pain. A variation on Uttanasana is called Padangusthasana. Now for this one, you're going to bring your hands underneath your feet. So the toes are going to come up towards the wrist. So I may have to reposition myself a little bit here. This flooring is a little uneven. So the hands are palms up under the feet, still rooting down through the legs, and having the feet in this flexed position will give a deeper stretch to the backs of the legs. And all the other alignment cues are the same for this one. So crown of the head drops down, lengthening the back of the neck, root down through the feet, anterior pelvic tilt, and Uttanasana. To come out of the pose, you'll step off one hand at a time. Another variation on Uttanasana is called Padangustasana, big toe pose. So you'll be grabbing on to the big toes and pulling yourself into the forward fold. So just give me a moment to sort myself out for that one. So just like that. I'll leave my socks on just because the floor is a bit rough here. I should be able to grab my big toes even with my socks on. So wrapping around with the index finger, middle finger, and thumb. Pinky and the other finger are just going to stay curled in. So grabbing the big toes here. Going back into the forward fold. So using this leverage here to help draw you deeper into the fold. The elbows are going to wing out to the sides. So to come out of either of those forward folds, what you want to do is bend into the legs a little bit and roll the spine upwards, slowly coming upright to standing.